Looking at the premium subscription view of the SSON Analytics website. Starting with the Explore button on the home page, find out how to use SSON Analytics data in 4 different ways: through our data tools, visual analytic workbooks, bespoke customized reports, and also insights from our blog. Starting with the analytic workbooks, this is a library of over 70 different reports, with more reports being added on a weekly basis for premium subscription members to view. Simply open any of the reports to look closer at the data they contain. The data inside these reports is a unique blend of SSON Analytics' own proprietary data, collected from over 20 years worth of industry data from our 120,000 members around the world, blended with publicly available data sets that are sourced from over 300 different API feeds, automatically updating in our global data center here in Singapore. The combination creates a very unique view of data in the shared service and outsourcing industry. Crucially, these books have been designed to be very digestible, easy to read, and very visual. Many of the books contain drill-down aspects so that you can filter the data and look at it from the perspective of your own organization. The content and themes of these reports are very varied in terms of geography, function, industry, and crucially, they stay at the cutting edge of topics that are most pertinent to the shared service and outsourcing members' requests. You can purchase any of these analytic workbooks individually. Simply contact us through the website, and this is available for both freemium and premium subscription members. All workbooks cost $4.99 US. Now let's move to the data tools section of the website. The drop-down menu shows 6 data tools are currently available. The first of which is the Shared Service and BPO Atlas, housing nearly 8,000 delivery centers globally. You can drill down into this data to find out where all of these centers are based geographically at a city level, and also filter the data by industry, size of organization, and functions that are based inside those shared service centers. The City Cube is a location assessment tool that houses over 3,800 cities globally. The tool allows you to select any of these cities, load them into the tool, and compare them against up to 6 other cities at any one time. The data that you're comparing can be seen on the left-hand side in the blue column. These are 15 different variable factors about cities, ranging from the number of captive and hybrid centres there, the number of BPO centres there, the type of those centres, which is all proprietary SSON data, blended against publicly available data sets around talent availability, average salary costs, language availability, local taxation percentages, currency volatility, job market status, which is how many jobs are actually being recruited for in each of those markets within the last 30 days within the shared service and outsourcing industry, and then costing analysis around cost of labour, the cost per FTE, which includes local overhead operation costs like utilities and cost of the commercial property rental. We also have a number of proprietary indexes loaded into this cube. Those indexes have been built by SSON Analytics' own data scientists, and they include indexes around flight connectivity, risk probability, and risk resilience. Some of this data is not available anywhere else. These are proprietary indexes that will allow you to understand how suitable a location is for your shared service centre or BPO centre, which can be useful not just in your feasibility study in early phases, but also in ongoing assessment and maintenance of your existing shared service location. Moving now to the Intelligent Automation Universe. This tool is designed to help practitioners and solution providers understand the full landscape of both customer adoption and the vendor landscape of the intelligent automation universe inside the shared services and outsourcing industry. The customer adoption page allows you to view over 2,000 implementations and pilots currently in place inside shared service centres and BPO centres globally. You can drill down into that data and filter it by industry, size of company, and the types of functions and processes where those pilots and implementations are being seen. Moving to the vendor landscape page, this provides an apples with apples comparison of all the proprietary software vendors who are actively in the intelligent automation space currently. These vendors have all answered an identical set of questions about the capability of their technology to help users be able to compare the functionality and the technical capability of the different pieces of kit available in the market. There's also an integrators and consultancies tab that allows you to see the vendor footprint for those organizations who are actually helping with the implementation of such pieces of technology without actually manufacturing them themselves. Crucially, there's also a case study catalog page. This is where you can see real use cases where companies have actually implemented automation, either RPA, cognitive, or another automation on the intelligent automation scale. These use cases give you practical information around how the technology was applied and, very importantly, the ROI that was received as a result. Now we look at the metric benchmarker. Inside this tool, there are two different sections of benchmarking data that premium subscribers can access. The first is housed under a collection called the Top 20 Most Admired SSEs. And this is essentially crowdsourced benchmarking data provided by 20 well-known organizations, which spans across their 83 shared service centers. These 20 organizations were identified in 2017 as 20 organizations that were most admired by SSON members. A weighting system was applied to our internal analysis of organizations that our members wanted to hear from as speakers, how well they rated them on webinars, how many awards they had won for SSON, and other criteria. And that weighting system created a list of the most admired organizations who then took part in an extensive benchmarking exercise across Q4 2016. The data that was collected was then put inside a tool that you can see here and loaded inside the enterprise dashboards. The second part of the metric benchmarker is called the Metric Intelligence Hub. And this is quite revolutionary to the benchmarking industry. It's been built upon proprietary algorithms devised here at SSON Analytics Data Center by our chief data scientist. And the data contained in here allows you to drill down specific metrics across specific industries, 22 industries in fact, and also 122 different countries, so that you can actually compare an entire market from an industry and country perspective across a particular metric. This obviously allows you to remove any concerns around sample bias and gives you a full and holistic set of data across a market to benchmark against. The Tax Incentive and Benefits Evaluator is a tool that helps organizations with essential insights in understanding the country-specific incentives available for foreign direct investment when exporting services to those countries. Critically, the tool allows you to create a tailored perspective of the benefits and incentives that would be available to your organization based upon your country of origin, be it country of headquarter or the legal entity country that you're transporting or exporting those services from. The tool very simply allows you to select the country that you're exporting services from and the country that you plan to invest in, answer a series of short questions around your intentions for that export services business, and then it will create a summary for you where you can compare up to 3 different locations that you would potentially be sending export services to. The summary page comes in a convenient downloadable PDF where you can print the report off and include it in your business case presentations. Lastly, the SSON Analytics blog page will keep you updated with insights coming out of the very latest data being pulled from the tools and the visual analytic workbooks. The blog post is regularly updated by SSON's editorial team and analyst team, as well as external contributors.